lot of people, when the work starts getting hard, they kind of like veer off to the side. But like the self-made people, they keep on coming, they keep on going.
Alex,
Hey, what's up, man?
what's happening?
Nothing much. Just at home chilling.
Where's home?
Tennessee, Clarksville, Tennessee.
Help me. Which major city is it nearest?
Nashville, outside of
Nashville.
Nashville. Yeah.
That's you were born there, no?
Yeah, I was born in Georgia, but I've lived here most of my life. So
So you're back. You've been in lockdown the whole time there.
yeah, I've been locked down in Tennessee. So I've been outside a lot. So
But at home, but with your family and everybody.
yeah. I've been
Yeah.
with my family, my mom, sisters, aunts, uncles, all them. So we've been good
Sweet.
down here. What about
So
you?
hold on, Alex. So I'll get it. Hold on. I'll tell you in a second. I want everyone to know. So Alex, so you know, I'm Brett Berish. I own. Hopefully, you know a bunch of my brands. Bamboo.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Did you know the brand before?
I did actually. Me and my homeboys drink this all the time. The rum.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
that good. I'm sharing some love to Lil Wayne
Okay.
right now.
Yep.
I just hung up with him, and then this is another one of my brands. You know Belaire?
hmm
So Belaire, and then this is my newest one that Wiz is all over. Is McQueen? Have you seen this?
Yeah, I got this right here. I haven't tried this yet though, but
Oh,
I'm
it's so
definitely gonna
good.
try it.
It's so good. And my past brands. Do you remember Ace of Spades?
hmm
So that's one of mine from the past that I sold, and then Doucet. I don't know if you know that one.
Yeah, I
So you
drink
know
this a little
you know
bit.
all my kids.
Yeah, I know all of them.
You know all my kids. So Alex, my sport is basketball. So you're my
Okay.
I'm your biggest fan.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
So ask me if you ask me who was my first love in basketball growing up, it's Isaiah Thomas.
Okay, Bad Boys, Pistons. All right.
But I'm old, but I remember he went to St. Joseph's High School in Illinois, and I remember him in Indiana, and he's the reason I wanted to play basketball. Who was yours growing up? Who was your first love?
I mean, I loved Shaq growing up. Shaq was he was so dominant, dunking on people. Nobody could really stop him. They had to foul him just to stop him. So Shaq was one of my biggest people growing up, for sure.
That's the one you have. Do you remember him in college?
Yeah, he was nasty in college, especially when he was at LSU. Like he was unguardable. He still is unguardable for real.
He's just massive. I mean, he's just so
Yeah.
much bigger than everybody else.
And he's by far the biggest human being I've ever seen in person.
So I get to do what we call self-made, and it's all about doing things on your own. And it all started because of everybody. To me, our brands represent achieving something, and you want to
hmm
hold the bottle, you want to show it off. You've succeeded. So, and I get to talk to everybody from in sports, for example, Deontay Wilder to I just interviewed Kamaru Usman. Do you know who he is?
Yeah, the name's
UFC
familiar.
fighter.
Yep.
He's the world welterweight champion, UFC, which was awesome. He's got a fight coming up July 11th. To artists like Rick Ross and Post Malone, social media people, business people, all about. I'm a big fan of failure to success,
Okay.
going from the bottom to the top, of being self-made. Tell me first, what do you think that means for you?
Self-made to me is just like making sure you're being successful and handling stuff on your own. You know, people might doubt you, you know what I mean, but you just persevere through things and just grind it out. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, when the work starts getting hard, they kind of like veer off to the side. But like the self-made people, they keep on coming, they keep on going. So
Did for basketball for you, because the percentages going pro or doing anything professionally is so small.
yeah, real
Did you
small.
hear that a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I heard that. I mean, at first, I mean, when I was playing basketball, I was just playing for fun. And then as you get older, you grow up, you get bigger, you get better, and then people start chirping in your ear. You don't have a chance of being a pro. But at first, it was just a game, and then once I got a chance to really go pro, like I actually took it more seriously.
It wasn't until then.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a game to me. I was just playing for fun. You know what I mean? It's like basketball is fun for me, so like I don't think of it as a job. So that's the good part of my book.
Do you think? Do you think? I mean, that's late, right? To all of
hmm
a sudden realize that. Do you wish you'd have realized it earlier? or no?
Yeah, I mean, I realized it probably ninth grade of high school. I mean, but you got to think I was just a kid in Tennessee growing up, just having fun with my friends and family, cousins, all that stuff. But when I actually thought I had a chance, I actually started taking it more seriously. But around eighth, ninth grade is when I started taking it more seriously.
Was family supportive of you saying,
Oh
"Look, I want
yeah,
to do this"?
yeah. My uncle played basketball. My dad played sports. My mom played sports. I have a twin sister. We all played growing up every day. So they were real supportive. It was like my biggest fans for real.
Do you? So, as an outside, again, as an outsider, um, it's easy for me to say, but in some ways, Kentucky's amazing.
Hmm.
Do you regret going to Kentucky?
No, I don't regret going to Kentucky. I mean, Kentucky prepared me for like the whole professional basketball. Because basically, like in college, we were treated like a professional team. So Cal did a great job of making sure we were ready for the next step.
You don't see there's no value. Again, I'm looking at it from an outsider. There's no value because there's so many great players,
Hmm.
and there's always just a few great teams, right? And Kentucky's the pinnacle. They're at the top.
Yeah.
But like going to a smaller school and just dominating and owning it, did you ever feel that? Like, I could do this somewhere else and just own this for 4 years.
I mean, you always got that what if. I mean, I feel like my experience at Kentucky was great. I mean, I was there for 4 years. I mean, it did everything I mean, it made me a pro. I mean, it helped me in my professional. So, I mean, I don't think I don't regret going to Kentucky.
When, whether it was at Kentucky, whether it was even just going to Kentucky or going pro, what was your pinnacle moments? What felt like, Jesus, I've done something?
I mean, at Kentucky, when we played in the national title game my sophomore year, that big step. Like, all right, this is the real deal. And then, ain't nothing like scoring your first points in the NBA. My first buck was I actually dunked on somebody for my first
Who was it?
for my Valanciunas, I think I dunked on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I mean, I always remember those memories for sure.
D- d- um, uh, from the pro side, uh, do you wish you would have done anything differently in terms of kind of the process of going and the process of what team?
Probably not, but I mean, it's always like here and there. I mean, you gotta be focused. Like when you get there, you gotta make sure you're on your stuff. You gotta grind it out because I mean, it's a business at the end of the day. So a lot of people get hyped up, like get mixed up in like the party and stuff like that. But really, you really need to be working on your craft each and every day. So that's what you really should need to be doing. Like just make sure you handle taking care of business.
So when my dad used to take me to basketball games all the time when
Okay.
I, high school basketball games. He's a huge fan of high school
Okay.
basketball. We used to go all. I remember watching Doc Rivers play basketball,
Okay.
and he's from Illinois, and he was Mr. Basketball, the Illinois Mr. Basketball, but he was like a man among children in the sense of how good he was compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
Did you feel that way playing high school ball?
Oh yeah, for sure. I was by far the biggest on my team. 'Cause all my boys, I mean, I grew up with them. All my boys, nobody's taller than 6'2", if that. You know what I mean? I'm 6'8", 6'9". So I was by far the biggest in my city. By far the biggest, one of the biggest in the state. So like, it was just high school was a lot easier. So like when I got to college, it was a lot better because I was actually playing against people my size, just as strong as me, and it actually made me better in the long run.
Who would be your pinnacle? Who's the best forward in the game today?
Probably LeBron. I mean LeBron. You know what I mean? Like
So,
he's at the.
but so what's the difference in the NBA? And again, I'm looking at it from a fan, and you're
Hmm.
close up to it.
Yeah.
Like the difference between forget LeBron for a second, but the difference between you and the guy who's starting for the Celtics or the Knicks or my Bulls. Like,
Hmm.
what's the difference there?
I don't think it's that much of a difference. I think a lot of it deals with like each team. You got different opportunities. You know what I mean? It's you got to be able to be in the right situation with the right opportunity. Like you can be. on a great team, but you might be behind a couple vets. You might not play, but
Yeah.
you could be on a young team and you actually get to play and showcase your skills, and then move on, progress, and later in the year. So a lot of it's just about opportunity and like going to a team with a coach that trusts you and give you the opportunity to play and give you minutes, really.
Who do you think would best suit your style from a coach in the NBA?
I mean, I could play a lot of different styles. I'm a versatile forward. I can help a lot of teams. Versatile forward. I can play inside out. I can guard damn near all positions. But I mean, I just try to play my role. I mean, I'm just one of them glue guys that you can stick me anywhere you need to be. I just do my job. I'm just that dependable.
What did you think playing in China?
Actually, it was cool. It was different now. It was definitely different. It was definitely a culture shock, but I enjoyed it for a little bit. I mean, I was there for a couple months, and you like what we're talking about. You by far one of the biggest people there. Everybody there was tiny, but I mean, China was real good.
What city were you in?
I was in Changchun, I think. I'm not,
Chengdu?
I don't Changchun,
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right,
that's
but
okay. No,
it was
I
North
speak
China.
Chinese and I lived in Asia for 5 years, way back in
Okay,
the.
I don't remember no Chinese. I think the only word I remember is ni hao. That's
Well,
the only
I'll
word
teach you. No, ni hao is hello. I'll teach you my
yeah.
favorite word that I taught all my kids. It's the funnest word.
Okay.
Mama hoo hoo.
Ma hoo hoo.
Yeah, it means like average. Like how's the
Okay.
food? Mama hoo hoo. It's average.
Maha. Okay. I remember that.
um, did it help you? Like, did anything from the basketball side or the culture side help you in terms of you? I'm assuming you're striving to get back into the NBA.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Does that experience, do you think, help you?
Yeah, because I mean, you gotta look at the positives in every situation. I wanted to go somewhere. I wanted to play a lot of minutes, so I went there. And I mean, the culture shock was different, but at the end of the day, it's basketball. I mean, it's basketball at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if you're in Tennessee, if you're in LA, China, Greece, Turkey, wherever. It's still basketball. So the game's played the same. It's just played in different areas. So
Do, do you think, do you think that playing in, what's better for a player, playing in China or playing overseas or playing in the development league with the NBA?
I mean, it's different for every situation. Some people need to develop more and they might have to be in the G League, but a lot of people, some might be like a 4-year, 5-year vet. There's no need for them to develop. They're just waiting on the right situation so for them to go overseas and play in Europe or play in China might be a better situation for them because they're just trying to take care of their families and try and showcase their skills.
Plus, also financially, I'm assuming it's more as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely more than the G League.
Um, you're now playing with the Turkish team.
Yeah, I was playing last year. I mean, our season got canceled, but I was in Turkey. I played for Galatasaray. And that experience was cool. I was in Istanbul, which is a great city. Great city.
Yeah.
I loved it. Food was good. Culture was good. Coaches were great. Teammates were great. It's really one of my favorite. It was definitely one of my favorite cities overseas I've ever been to.
So
Uh,
what's the process for everyone from an outsider looking at you? What's the process for trying to get back into the NBA? Is it someone just going to reach out and call, or is it letting people know what you're capable of doing?
I mean, I just take it one day at a time. I mean, I let my agents handle all the negotiation and whatnot. But for me personally, I just grind, man. Every day I'm in the gym. Every day I'm working on my craft. Make sure I'm staying in shape conditioning. And normally good things happen to good people. So I just take care of my work and everything else will figure itself out.
Were you in Turkey at the time of lockdown?
I actually was during that last, like around March. Yeah, I was.
And they sent you basically you left to come back home.
Yeah, like when our season got canceled or postponed, our coach let us come back. So I was on the first flight out after all that happened.
Um, what have you been doing since? Like how you been handling it?
I mean, I've been locked down in quarantine in Tennessee with my family. I got my sisters, my mom, my niece, grandparents. You know what I mean? My dad lives in Georgia, so he's not far. But I really just been hanging out with family and friends. So it's been reminding me of like home and like just growing up again. You know what I mean? Because I'm really
Yeah.
just spending every day with them, which is a
When's the
good
last time?
thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it's actually a good thing. When's the last time
Yeah.
you had spent this much time at home?
At home, high school,
Yeah.
at least high school. So it's been about 9 years since I ever just had time just to stay in one spot, be at home, and just live a little bit.
Um, what would you be doing if you weren't playing basketball?
Um, Not sure. I mean, I'm always been good with numbers, so I'm good with numbers. I'm into finance stuff a little bit. That's what I went to school for at Kentucky. So probably something with finance or numbers. You know what I mean? I've always thought that was real interesting.
You can come join us afterwards.
Yeah, give me a job and I'll come when I'm done playing.
We'll hook you up. Don't worry about it. We'll
All
hook you
right,
up.
that sounds good.
So if you think about some of the players you played with, for example, even at Kentucky,
Hmm.
like Karl Anthony Towns,
Yep.
the difference between you and him is what degree?
I mean, Carl's a great player, but I mean, I know I can hold my own with all of them. I mean, I played with them, played against them. And like I personally feel like I belong. I know a lot of people feel like I belong, but like I said earlier, it's all about just getting the right opportunity and in the
Yeah.
right situation.
How do you again? And the reason I can relate to that is, you know, I've. It's even difficult for me to say I am successful. I'm not good at saying that,
Hmm.
but you got to get there. I mean, you got to work, and
Yeah.
it's the right time, it's the right opportunity, it's someone believing in you, it's you believing in yourself. How do you stay motivated?
You just it's the journey. The jump. I mean, you have a goal at the end of the day, and you just got to stay motivated with the journey. You take it one day at a time. You got to savor every moment of the journey and just keep it going. You know what I mean? Like you don't want it to end. Like everybody has dreams and aspirations. You don't want to stop your dream halfway short. So you just keep on pushing until you get there.
Was there ever a moment in time, whether high school, college, or pro, that you said, you know what, I'm gonna take a pass right now?
Now, I don't think there's ever a point where I thought about quitting. There's definitely ups and downs in basketball and a lot of emotions. I mean, I've had a couple of injuries. You get down on yourself a little bit, but I never actually felt like, you know what, I'm done stepping away from the game. You know me, I want to play as long as I can. I want to play until like at least 30 something. You know what I mean? I just want to play until my body can't handle it or I can't take it no more. So,
Who was your team in before Kentucky? Who was your college team?
college team before Kentucky. I mean, I grew up a lot watching Tennessee when Bruce Pearl was there.
When Bruce Pro was there, yeah.
Yeah, Memphis when Cal was at Memphis. I like them when they had D Rose and CDR and all them. Um, I like Texas when they had KD and Damian James. So I mean, I had a couple teams growing up.
When Derek was on the Bulls, that was
Oh
they
yeah, he
could
was
have.
incredible.
Did you think they would have won that year? He
They
got hurt.
definitely would have. I don't know if they would have won. They definitely would have went to the conference finals for sure. Like for easily for
He
sure.
was so fast, so good.
I've really never seen nobody move that fast and jump and run as fast as he can. He's definitely one of the all-time greats for sure.
I saw a game between the Bulls and the Nets. Who was on New Jersey? Who was their guard? Uh, Came from Utah.
On the Nets. Back
And then he
then.
went to Dallas. What the hell's his name?
You talking about Jason Kidd?
No.
Uh,
Fuck. Anyway, it was like he tore him apart. He just tore him apart, and he was considered one of the best in the NBA. He was so
yeah,
good.
he's just by far one of the best players, and you gotta. I mean, you gotta give credit when he's due. Like his prime, he was great. I don't know if anybody was close to him in his prime. He was like by far the top dog.
Who was your NBA team growing up?
I actually liked the Suns when they had Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire, and they had Shaq on there for a little bit. Oh yeah, people.
Um,
Oh, my homeboy's talking about Darren Williams.
oh yeah, Darren Williams. Oh God, he
Yeah.
destroyed him. He destroyed him. He destroyed him. It was amazing. God, that was such a depressing year when he got hurt. The Bulls are my
Yeah.
team from
Okay.
Chicago. They're my team.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
watch The Last Dance?
Yes, I did. That was
What was your
incredible.
take? What was your takeaway?
I didn't know a lot of the stuff that happened to Michael Jordan like that, but I just thought it was he's definitely one of the all-time greats. You know, he's number one. Like he's up there. He's top two, number one. I mean, you can have the MJ LeBron bait forever, but it's just crazy that he just had that much drive, that much fire, that much fight. You know what I mean? Like he was really like dragging people, and you had to match his energy for real.
Anybody you have been around that I'm sure doesn't have that much fire, but like that?
I don't know. I don't know if I've been around anybody that's been like that on Jordan's level. He was after watching Last Dance, he was a different breed. Like a different breed. Like he was fighting people, calling people out, being mean to people, bullying them. Like I don't think personally I've been around nobody that intense, but I would love to. You know what I mean? Because you got to master their energy and you got to just bring it up. You know what I mean? You got to fight.
Is there? I mean, clearly, and it's interesting. It's interesting the way you say it. Clearly, he was the leader. Is there
Yeah.
always a leader on a team
Yeah,
in
there's
basketball?
always I mean, you have to have all the great teams have a leader because you got to have somebody you gravitate towards. So whether it be a vocal leader or not, like there's always got to be a leader to step up and be the voice of the team, be the heart of the team, and just somebody that just plays with passion and tenacity.
What's Calipari like?
He's cool. He yeah. When he's on the court, he screams and bitches a lot, but I love him. He uh he means well and he really looks out for his players and he brings the most out of everybody.
Who would be another college coach, the second college coach you'd want to play for after looking back now?
Looking back, I don't know. I don't know. 'Cause I had a lot of schools recruiting me. Thought Billy Donovan in Florida was good.
Yeah,
I liked Bruce Pearl a lot before he got fired at Tennessee. But probably one of those two.
he was
Yeah,
go.
probably one.
Pearl was gone by the time you went to
Yeah,
college.
yeah, they were recruiting me for the longest, but then Tennessee, Bruce Pearl got fired around I think going into my junior year. That's when that whole NCAA
Yeah.
sanction came about. So that was right. I was like right in the heat of my recruiting, so it was tough for me to go there.
Who do you think the up and who do you think's the next superstar in the league? For example, take this past year's freshman class,
The freshman class, I
like
mean, I got.
Zion or
I think
Morant
I think
or
I think Morant's gonna be nice. You know what I mean? I'm not just saying that because the Grizzlies are from Tennessee, but he's got like a lot of people got it. Like he plays with his tenacity and he's got a little swagger to him and everything. Like I think Memphis got a good one with him.
yeah. I'm surprised. I didn't expect that. I mean, he's a standout.
Yeah.
He's
No,
a
he's
standout.
definitely gonna be a leader on that team for years to come for sure.
So what do you what do you see that's going to happen next in the NBA with this whole
Uh,
lockdown?
I mean, they look like they got the swing of it. Hopefully, everybody stays safe and I mean, corona free and everything. But it look like they got a plan in place. And I mean, I think they go finish out the season. I
Do you
think they
want
put a
them
lot
to?
of thought. I mean, yeah. I mean, who doesn't like playing basketball? I mean, I know there's other issues going on in the world right now. But
Yeah.
I feel like you can always figure out a way to combine the two. You know what I mean, and bring awareness to the issues that are happening at hand. So I mean, I think I want them to just for the fact that from a athlete standpoint and a competitive standpoint, I like to watch the games and just like analyze them and whatnot.
Do you? I mean, you didn't grow up with Magic and Bird and well,
hmm
even Jordan and them. Do you ever watch what they were like or Isaiah? Any of these guys?
Oh, YouTube, yeah, I watch YouTube videos on them all the time. Isaiah, T Mac, uh, Katina Mobley, who else is up there? A lot of them older players that I didn't get a chance to watch personally. I actually watched on YouTube. All they got all the highlights on there.
So,
AI, all them.
who's a player that you were surprised was like who surprises you how good they were? An older
Uh,
player.
older player, Larry. When I was in Indiana, like Larry's in the front office, so he always walk around and he kind of walks with like a little hunch. But you watch his you watch his highlights.
He was
Making
you
that.
didn't,
He was making every shot. He was elbowing people. Like he had a little feisty to him. I didn't know he had that in him.
but he also doesn't. He looks like he looks like somebody who would never be good at basketball. That's what's
Never.
crazy.
But he's
He looks like
six
he
nine
can't
and he
move.
can't. He walks slow, but like Like that, I mean, this is Larry 30 years from now, but later on, like earlier in the days, he used to be an animal. He used to be a complete animal.
Oh God, he was so much fun to watch. He was so much my favorite was my growing up was the Iceman. I don't know.
George Gervin.
Yeah, he was my
Yeah,
guy.
no.
He was
Okay, he
my
was
guy.
smooth. He was smooth. He was real smooth.
He had a post. I had a poster in my room of him with it was ice and he's dunking. He was my guy. He
Okay,
was
see,
my
all
guy.
all my posters were LeBron and Kobe and Shaq. You know what I mean, growing up. So,
You remember meeting? Take Shaq. I'm assuming you met him at this point.
yeah, I met Shaq multiple times.
What the first time you met him? What was it like? Like that feeling? Because he's your guy.
I mean, it was. I mean, I was like a little kid in the candy store, but it just like you see how big he is on TV. He's
Yeah.
even bigger in person. Like he's like he might be the only person I've ever felt like small around. And then I got big hands. I shook his hand. He damn near crushed it. Like it's different. Like he's a cool cat. He's funny to be around. He always cracking jokes. He's a real good dude.
How about LeBron?
LeBron. I mean, I've actually played against LeBron a couple times. He's another dude that's just strong and gets to his spots and whatnot. So he's another guy that's just tough to guard and you know what I mean. But when you play against him, you gotta let all that emotions and like growing up that you used to love him, all that stuff out the window. You just gotta compete against him.
Is that hard to do? Is kind of you got to turn off like, wow, I admire this guy. No, I want to kill this guy.
No, it's not too hard. 'Cause, I mean, once you step on the court, like the competitive nature takes over, and you just like, all right, I don't want to lose, so I got to do whatever not to lose. At some point, every athlete's got a competitiveness about them that you got to be like, all right, let's strap them up, let's play. I don't care who you are. Like we still got to play the game. We still got to go at each other.
Very cool. Well, Alex, I wish you all the best. I think
Uh,
again, you're my sport. I was a little bit better than you growing up, um, but then I got hurt, and actually, I just started drinking a lot of alcohol, and that's what happened.
oh, okay. I mean, that's what I'm really doing in 10
But
years.
but you can always come to me. You got a place to come. But
All
really,
right,
I
good.
appreciate the time you've given me, and I think it's amazing. Again, it comes back to that concept of self-made, and it's up to you. You're not a team sport; it's an individual, and you got to make everyone else better. And I wish you all the best, and I'm sure you're going to get back to the NBA, which is your goal,
Hmm.
and you're going to keep fighting. And grind. We use the word in my company all the time. We're grinders. That's what we do
Yes,
every
sir.
day. We're the little guy trying to get bigger. And
Yes.
there's no way to if you think about it from the perspective of the only way to get there is grinding, everything else is easy after that.
Yeah, thank you. No, I appreciate having me, man. I really had enjoyed this conversation.
And if you get to Chicago, let me know, and I'll definitely be in Tennessee because we do fantastic. And
I'll definitely
let's
be
stay
in
in touch,
Chicago.
okay?
We will for sure.
Thanks, Alex. Take care.
I
Thanks, everybody.
appreciate it.